Hey, what is up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I got this boho chic sort of look, perfect for a daytime festival. Festival being in quotes because I know not everyone is attending a festival this year, but regardless, this look is great for daytime wear. I'm going to be sharing a lot of tips and tricks on how to create a flawless look using minimal product. I'm also going to be using items from the Nudestix Boho Babe kit. You guys know my love for Nudestix runs deep. I use them in almost every single tutorial, so I'm excited to partner with them on today's video and some other items to come in the future, which I will tell you guys about later. In this kit comes 6 pencils, a combination of eye and lip pencils that I used to create this look. I'll be sharing swatches and all of the items later in this video, so if you're interested, keep on watching. Okay, I just washed my face and I got a little soap in my eyes, so they're looking kind of red, but we're gonna move past it so I can show you guys what I used to prep my skin today. I tried out this new Tarte Mermaid Skin Hyaluronic H2O Serum. I love incorporating hyaluronic into my skincare routine because it gives you that instant gratification of moisturized, plump, hydrated from within type of feeling on the skin. So tried it out. So far I like it. It's really lightweight, not too heavy. I also used my LALA Retro Whipped Cream, my absolute favorite moisturizer from Drunk Elephant. I'm currently trying out their new C-TANGO Multivitamin Eye Cream for firming and brightening. So far I like it underneath makeup because it's kind of an in-between a really heavy nighttime eye cream, like something that's heavier, creamier, and thicker, and a really lightweight gel cream. It's right in the middle, so I feel like it layers perfectly with the rest of my makeup. And then my final step always in my daytime skincare routine is a sunscreen, and I've really been loving this City Sunscreen Serum by SUPERGOOP for, or just to layer it underneath makeup because it goes on really sheer. It doesn't leave a white cast, it's not thick, it's not hard to blend out. I don't know if it causes flashback, I haven't tried that yet, but I'm kind of just assuming it doesn't, but so far I really love this stuff. Maybe I'll do a flash test after I'm done with my makeup just to report back. I'll do it with my iPhone. But yeah, that is what I use to prep my skin. I'm also gonna be using Pores No More by Dr. BRANDT on the T-zone just to control that oil throughout the day because my T-zone gets really oily in hot weather. I'm just gonna take a tiny bit like that and apply it to the T-zone. This stuff's great. It's really lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy like a lot of mattifying primers. It kind of just sinks into the skin. So just right here, especially around the nose. Oil tends to break through right here first on me, so really gotta just get it in there. For my foundation today, I'm gonna be using the TEINT IDOLE ULTRAWEAR Makeup Stick by LANCOME in the shade 320 Bisque. And the reason I'm using a cream foundation is because I end up using a lot less versus when I use a liquid foundation. I'm going to show you guys my technique for just brushing it really lightly onto the skin. So what I'm going to do is just roll this up like so, and I'm going to take a kabuki brush and just lightly, is that a mica fur on here? What is that? What is that? I'm just going to lightly brush the kabuki brush onto the stick like so and start feathering it onto the skin. So kind of start with the areas that you feel like need the most coverage. Usually it's the center of the face and then blend it outwards. For me, I feel like my chin always needs a little extra coverage because it's kind of red right there. So just brush it on. This way you end up using a lot less product versus swiping the stick onto the skin, and same thing with a liquid foundation. Instead of packing on a liquid foundation and accidentally going in really heavy-handed with it, you can just lightly brush this on all over, and then wherever you feel like you need a little extra coverage, you can just pick up a little more and use it as concealer. And this brush is a Smashbox blurring foundation brush, and it gives you, it says a sheer coverage, which is exactly what I was looking for. So to me that looks pretty good. I could use a little more coverage on those pimples up there on my forehead. So for that, I'm just gonna take a smaller brush. I'm gonna use this little one right here. This is a Sigma domed blending brush, and I'm gonna pick up the foundation and just pack it on to those little blemishes and then just press it into the skin. We're not gonna blend after we've packed it onto the areas that need a little more coverage. We're just gonna press it in. And then after that, I'm taking my beauty blender and just further pressing in that foundation so that, again, we have a really light layer on there. The beauty blender is going to pick up any excess product and just further press it into the skin. I just feel like whenever I use a brush, a lot of the foundations is getting swished around. It's not really getting pressed into the skin. That could just all be in my head, but I always like going in with a beauty blender to press it in afterwards. Now I'm going to take a tiny bit of the LANCOME Taunt IDOLE Ultra Wear Camouflage Concealer in the shade 260 Bisque and just apply it to the inner corner to really brighten up the eyes. I'm going to dispense a little on the back of my hand, and with a flat concealer brush, this is an LH Cosmetics 305 brush, I'm going to start blending it in to this inner corner part of the eye just to really brighten things up. And with a brush, I feel like I end up using less product versus using my fingers. So I'm just going to lightly brush it into this inner corner to really brighten up the eyes. That way I'll go in with a little less concealer when highlighting the center of the face as well. So I'm bringing it in right here and then down that little indent that we get underneath our eyes. That's usually what causes a little bit of a shadow and further intensifies the look of dark circles. So I applied the concealer. I'm going to blend it in with the Beauty Blender. And then I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer in the shade 2W to further highlight the center of the face. But I'm going to use a lot less product so it doesn't feel heavy on the skin. So I'm going to dispense a little on the back of my hand. You guys know I'm a fan of doing that. And then I'm going to take that same concealer brush, wipe off the excess concealer, and I'm going to apply this to the center of the face to highlight. So I'm mainly keeping it right here underneath the eyes. I mean, this is even more makeup than I would wear during the daytime, but after attending Coachella last year, every time I was doing my makeup, I was like, why am I putting so much makeup on? But you do want to look a little glam at the festival during the day, or even at night. It doesn't really matter because it cools down a lot, but definitely try out the technique with the stick foundation and your base will feel a lot lighter versus a liquid foundation. Even more so than using a BB cream, CC cream tinted moisturizer, because anytime I use a BB or CC cream tinted moisturizer, I do the same thing where I get a little heavy-handed with it and it tends to feel like a lot and just a lot of like really sticky on the skin, and then I have to set it with powder anyway. And I almost feel like stick foundation, since they already come in this form where it's solid, I just feel like it settles on the skin a lot better than a liquid or super creamy foundation would. And then to set everything, I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and a fluffy kabuki brush, or this like a flat kabuki brush. It just really presses the powder in, but doesn't add too much powder at the same time. This is the Smashbox angled powder brush. I'm going to go ahead and lightly dust this powder across the entire face. And then to really lock in my under eye concealer, I'm going to press it in with the Beauty Blender and then press the powder in also with the Beauty Blender. I'm going to highlight next so that way when I do the eye look, the highlighter can kind of peek through in this area. I'm going to be using this NARS Fort de France highlighter. I don't know if these highlighters have a specific name. It just says Fort de France on the back. But I'm going to go ahead and just apply it right here. So that way it's already on the brow bone, and when I start adding the pencils, it'll just kind of like peek through and still be there. And I love this highlighter because it still has a glossy effect, but it's a little more subtle than some of the more intense glossy highlighters out there. And then for my bronzer, I'm going to be mixing together a matte bronzer and a shimmery bronzer, also to create that all over glow. I'm going to be using the Too Faced bronzers. One is Sun Bunny, and then the other one is Milk Chocolate Soleil. And they look like this. So there's the matte one, there's the shimmery one. Also, milk chocolate is just like a little more subtle. I could definitely use chocolate also on my skin tone, but I just want my bronzer to be a little more natural looking. So I'm gonna go ahead and just mix these two together and apply it to the cheeks first. Start at the hollows and then blend it onto the apples and back. I'm gonna dip into this super cute Boho Babe kit from Nudestix. I'm gonna get the little tin out of here, and when you pop this open, you have six pencils and a gigantic mirror that you can actually use to get ready in, which I absolutely love. And you also get a set of stickers that you can decorate the tin with. I love all these little Nudestix tins. I've been collecting a bunch of them and I use them for different things, like holding some of like my cosmetic scissors, sharpeners. I use it for everything. And in here, I'm going to swatch all of the colors for you guys. We have the Magnetic Matte Lip Color in Boho, Gel Lip and Cheek Balm in Taytay. This color is so beautiful. I'm going to use this one for today's look. Magnetic Matte Eye Color in Fig, which is one of my absolute favorite magnetic eye pencils. Angel Magnetic Luminous Eye Color, Nudity Magnetic Luminous Eye Color, and Burnish Magnetic Luminous Eye Color. And then you also get a little sharpener in here to go with everything. So the first pencil I'm going to be using is Fig, which again is one of my all-time favorite pencils from Nudestix. And what I'm going to do is apply it to the lid and then blend it up towards the crease. I'm also going to be applying it to my lower lash line. So just like that. And then today I'm using an IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe No Tug eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to buff out the edges. And these pencils, you guys, stay on like no other, which is why I tend to use them a lot in my tutorials. They work amazing as an eyeshadow base or alone because they don't crease. They have incredible staying power. So they're going to be great for a daytime or day to night festival. And see how that highlighter that I applied earlier is just peeking through on the brow bone? That's exactly what I was going for. And then I'm going to wing this cream eyeshadow out in this direction. And honestly, you could leave this as is. I think this gives like that grungy boho look. The color is so perfect alone. But if you want to add a pop of shimmer, you can go in with Nudity Magnetic Luminous Eye Color. And just pop that onto the lid to add a different kind of effect versus being completely matte on the eyes, even though these do give a glossy effect. I love the finish of these. But I'm going to take Nudity. And for this one, just to make sure I'm not applying a lot of product, I'm going to pick it up on my fingertip like this. Look how beautiful that color is. So pretty. You can even wear this one alone too. It's so gorgeous. But I'm going to pick it up on my fingertip and I'm just going to glide it onto my eyelid. So it's just going to add a little more shimmer, give that glossy effect to the lid, just add a little more dimension versus it being completely matte, even though, again, I would wear the other color alone as is because it's so beautiful, but we're just adding a little pop of color or like a little pop of shimmer on the lid. And then just really press it in there so that the product is really well blended in and it doesn't feel like there's a lot of product in the crease. And then once it's on there, just really press it in. And you can go in with a little more, even just directly from the pencil onto the lash line, again for that glossy effect right there. Boom. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. And then with a smaller brush, I'm going to go back in with Fort de France, and I'm going to pop this into the inner corner of the eyes. Next, I'm going to go in with my favorite eyeliner from Marc Jacobs. This is Rococo. It's just like a beautiful bronzy brown shade. I don't know, it's so different from a matte black or a matte brown or even just like a bronzy eyeliner. That's what it looks like. And I'm just going to go ahead and tightline and also fill in my lower waterline with this pencil. This is optional, but I want to add a little more grunge to this look. And whatever goes out past the waterline, just take the smudgy side of this eyeshadow brush or any small eyeshadow brush and just further smudge out those edges or smudge out that lash line. I'm going to curl my lashes. I've been trying to do that more just because I don't tend to wear false lashes that often these days. They really irritate my eyes, so I was like, I might as well just start curling my lashes just a little bit for that little extra oomph. So I'm just going to give them a curl. Start at the root, at the base, and then work your way up to get really curly lashes. And then for my mascara today, I'm going to be using Tarte's Lifted on my upper and lower lashes since it is sweat-proof, waterproof, and it's like an espresso color, so it's going to look a little more grungy, a little more natural with the rest of this look. By the way, I did fill in my brows with my Dior Brow Styler, forgot to mention that, so now I'm just going to go in with my Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter to hold them in place. I'm going to mist myself with All Nighter Setting Spray by Urban Decay to really make this last. I'm hoping it doesn't mess up my Laura mascara. Normally I wait to add that mascara until I've spritzed myself, but it's a little late for that now, so let's just give it a try. And from here, all I'm going to do to complete this look is add Taytay Gel Color Lip and Cheek Balm, also from the Boho Babe kit from Nudestix. This color is so beautiful. It has like the slightest little like, I don't know, this like nice sheen to it that makes your lips look plump and juicy. This is Taytay. Do you guys see what I mean? It gives your lips that like juicy plump effect. It's like a really pretty pinky nude. But to give you guys another option, I'm also going to be using, or I'm going to apply right now, Boho Magnetic Matte Lip Color from the Boho Babe kit. And this is going to be a little more grungy, a little more Coachella-esque. And this is lip option number 2, which I think I'm going to leave on to complete this look. I think it's definitely giving me more of these boho grunge type of vibes. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Definitely check out the Nudestix Boho Babe kit. Again, their products are so incredible, such a high quality. The wearability is superb. So I will make sure to link this down below for you guys to check it out yourselves. And as always, if you enjoyed this tutorial, give it a like, share it, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.